Who are you? Who? Hey! I'm AJ.
And I'm Devonne.
We're back. It's episode 4, season 5, The Masked Singer.
Ooh.
Jumping right back into it.
Right back in.
First up was the Grandpa Monster. We found out it was Logan Paul. We'll get into that a little bit more later.
Which we did want to change it.
Yes.
But
that going back to our rules, if we're locked in with an answer at the end of our episode, we can't change it until the following episode where they perform if they don't get kicked off. So,
but let's talk about. You chose
Jameis Winston. I stand by my decision.
When you saw Logan Paul.
Well, here's the thing. This week's clue package, I knew it was Logan Paul. I was ready to come in and change it.
Yeah. They were like clearer than last week's.
There were so many clues. The boxer dog. There was a airplane, and he made a movie. Airplane mode.
The other YouTubers, I think.
Yeah, it was like a YouTube movie. It wasn't
King, Batch and all them. They were in that. It's like one of those. Let's get together and make a movie.
Those two clues, I was like, oh, it's Logan Paul. Like, I was already leaning it. I saw in the comments people saying Logan Paul, and once again, write your guesses in the comments. We want to hear them.
Your guesses make me feel like I shouldn't be even doing this show. I'm like, the first couple seasons, I had this down. This season's kicking I feel like Ken.
Now you're on the spotlight.
Yeah, man. And every time I read y'all comment, I'm like, damn, that's really good. So keep them up, man.
Yeah, and even if you're not going to watch this whole video, comment still. We want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I always bring up the comment later on, and I feel like some of you guys probably tuned away.
Please don't tune away.
Anyway, coming up next, our first non-eliminated singer was the Piglet. He talked about how he sang a love song and it made him feel right at home. Football, there was a football, a lot of clues pointing to that. He said, don't be a ball hog. The numbers 3528 rushing per game came up. I don't think it said yards. I could be wrong, but 3528. I started writing down a lot of numbers I saw because I feel like those usually are some kind of clues, birthdays, something. There was a knight.
Yeah.
There was a black horse on
Mustang?
On the rival's helmet.
Is that a Mustang?
It could be a Mustang. It was a black horse. When he talked about going against his rivals. There was a scoreboard, and the score was 11-11. There was 50 minutes and 10 seconds left, and the ball was on the 3. What, any of those?
Wow.
1 second.
Something just clicked?
Something just clicked. I need to just do some math, and I don't want to take up the time.
What is it?
Okay, I added up all the numbers.
What is it?
And I got 108. It was very close to. You kind of told me who you were gonna guess, and I thought it was gonna equal 98 for 98 degrees.
That is who they're saying.
It was very close. Before I put in the last number, the 8. It was 98.
Maybe it is.
That could be the 0. But I also did it in the... long story short, I put it in the opposite order. I did the scoreboard before the first clue. He never gives up. And there was a Friday Night Lights reference in there. He said something like, clear eyes, full stomach, can't lose. The famous clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Wasn't super obvious. Like, I know in the past seasons they would always say something like, I can't, when I play under those Friday night lights or those are two on the nose. That one's subtle enough that if you didn't know the show.
He did say.
Did he? I think he did.
It's going to be fight night lights under the fight night lights.
Yeah, but that's a little that's a little more hidden than a flat out Friday night.
I feel like they want us to think Friday night.
He sang "Good to Be Alive," and
Hallelujah.
then Hallelujah. There was the kind of clue gimmick they did this week was who was their old crush, their childhood crush. So it was Meg Ryan, and there was football again on the poster.
Yeah, so like
I noticed there was always something extra, and I think that's going to be important. The names that were given:
the Michael B. Jordan.
I did think him for a second, just because I'm like Friday Night Lights, but I'm like that doesn't sound like Michael B. Jordan.
No, it doesn't.
JC from NSYNC, Austin Mahone, Jordan Knight, and Jonathan Knight from New Kids on the Block. I mean, we teased it for a little bit.
Yeah.
You like about who you were gonna pick, so you will go have at it right now.
No, because I think I don't even know how to pronounce the guest's name. I just did some research.
Yeah, but
what's this man's name?
Nick Lachey.
Nick Lachey, and that's what everybody's saying. The dude from 98 Degrees married to Jessica Simpson. I think it could be him. But since I don't really know who he is like that, I can't be 100%. So I'm going to go with actually one of the Night Bros.
Oh, you mixed it up.
Yeah, I'm going to go NSYNC.
If those numbers equaled 98, I was going to be...
You were riding with it? Oh, no. Oh, no, we don't have our race.
So you're doing Jonathan Knight. While you write that down, I'm going to go with my guess, right?
Yeah.
I went through a rabbit hole. So let's make that very clear. I was really on the Friday. He's getting a new marker. I was really on the Friday Night Lights bandwagon here, right?
Yeah.
And I said everyone knows the show Friday Night Lights, but I feel like the movie that came out before, unrelated to the show, kind of goes under the radar a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I felt like if they were going to put some big Friday Night Light references in, it would be for someone from the movie because you're not going to think of them. So I looked at the movie because they named all the people from the show. Michael B. Jordan, Taylor Kitsch, and then someone else I didn't remember their name.
Yeah.
The movie, I was looking at the people in it, and Tim McGraw was in it. So I went, okay.
Thought it was Outlaw Tim McGraw?
Yeah, I thought it could be Tim McGraw. And...
Just imagine Tim McGraw dressed up as a little piglet.
I was looking it up. The first episode, he was talking about how he went through a public heartbreak. He's been married since like 96.
Yeah. Strong.
Well, I was on his Wikipedia and I saw that he is the godfather to Emma Roberts' child. And I went, I thought Emma Roberts was with Evan Peters. I didn't recognize the name of her baby daddy. And I was just curious. So I went, let me just see. Is Emma Roberts still with Evan Peters, or was this a child from a previous relationship? This is unrelated.
Unrelated.
Unrelated to the Masked Singer. And
That's what Masked Singer does to you.
I looked, and she's with a new guy as of 2019. She left Evan Peters in 2019. Now she's with a new guy, has a kid. His name is Garrett Hedlund. And I was like, I've never heard of him.
Exactly.
So I clicked on Garrett Hedlund, and he was in the movie Friday Night Lights. He also sings country music. I don't know if he has an album, but he's done some singing for like the soundtrack of his films. He was also the lead in Aragon. Mm-hmm. He was also in a few other movies that were kind of big in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I was thinking Garrett Hedlund because the clues in my mind matched. My only issue is I don't know.
Who is Garrett Hedlund?
Who is Garrett Hedlund?
I feel like that would be like the big unveiling and all the audience would just sit there like,
yeah.
Who is that?
He's married.
Now let's unmask that guy like Scooby Doo and get.
He's married to Emma Roberts. So I'm going to put down as my guess for the piglet, Nick Lachey. Now that option,
Yeah,
because the whole
I
first,
feel like Nick Lachey should be on here, but I didn't feel right saying it.
the whole first clue was Bachelor themed. Yeah. He is not the host of The Bachelor, but he does host with his wife another like dating show. I think it was Love is Blind, and he might even host another show. He might even host Love Island. He might be the Love Island host. So,
and he also went through that breakup, right?
He broke up with Jessica Simpson publicly. Like they had a reality show. I think he is the host. He's on Love is Blind, and I thought he hosted another show. But anyway, I'm going to say Nick Lachey. What? And if it's Garrett Hedlund, you heard it here first.
You're going to be pissed.
I'm going to be livid. So next came out The Black Swan. We both said last week who we thought it was. So I think just write it down for both of us. Just write it for both of us. Yeah. It's JoJo. She was terrified to perform the first performance. Love was a big theme. She said her partner had a hard time to keep up with her as she kind of took off, and she had to let them go, and she realized that she wouldn't have got where she was without them. She didn't say a romantic partner. It could be a familial role, a mother, a father, but someone she kind of cut ties with. And there was a penny and a nickel. Could be 6 cents, but it could be something unrelated.
She had a 6 cents.
And there was a Liberty scale. She sang In My Blood, and her person she was in love with as a kid
like Miley Cyrus.
Was D'Angelo Marrero.
Our D'Angelo?
Yeah. It was actually a shocking revelation that she had a childhood poster of him on the wall. And there was musical notes along with the poster, making me think maybe she's a singer.
She's a singer. I'm sticking with JoJo, and it's been JoJo off of one hit only. She's covered a monster. JoJo covered Can't Believe It by T-Pain, who I guess was the monster, season 1.
Episode 1.
And I'm sticking with it. JoJo, make me proud.
I think that's what sold me too. Because I was like, it was someone that had to like cover, unless it's like a news report, but like, no.
It's JoJo. You go, JoJo. You go.
The judges also said a few names: Demi Lovato, Lindsay Lohan, Ashley Simpson. That was kind of the names being tossed around.
What's up with this obsession with Lindsay Lohan? Like,
it's time for our cuckoo clock rant.
Like, what's up with this? I get Jamie Foxx, and I get what's the other one that they usually always guess? There's 3.
Yeah, I know.
There's a top 3, but I get Jamie Foxx.
I think because Lindsay Lohan would probably be like.
But I feel like Lindsay Lohan's not even trying to be.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes some people on the show come and they want to have like a new second chance. Don't see me in my previous light. And I think she did have some singing experience because she was on the Disney channels or Disney related. So obviously she had like a record deal. But
I feel like Lindsay Lohan's just trying to be low key and everything.
But I think like if you're gonna come back, right? If you want to have some kind of comeback, this would be the chance.
But you
be on The Masked Singer, and then all of a sudden people go, "Oh my God, that's Lindsay Lohan. She looks so good. She looks so good." I don't know.
Though. You gotta wow some people.
I could see it,
like
Demi.
T-Pain wowed people.
Yes, and then like that was the prime example, like him trying to make some kind of comeback.
Which I wanted to point out, I knew it was him because I've heard him sing without autotune. T-Pain is an amazing singer, and all he did was go out there and sing without autotune.
Yeah.
That's all
and people lost their minds.
And people were like, who is this?
You said, I forgot if we said it on the show or previously, because we have some we try not to talk too much about it off air, but sometimes it slips.
Yeah, sometimes we just have to.
You said you heard a little Miley Cyrus twang in this performance.
I did hear a little Miley Cyrus twang in there.
You said Miley Cyrus had no place on this board.
See,
but now your tune changed slightly.
Listen to that In My Blood performance. Tell me if you close your eyes, you couldn't hear Miley Cyrus sing that. Just like that. If Miley Cyrus wants to make her comeback, I believe she could.
She's back,
I feel like she would make more sense.
She never left.
And probably have a bigger impact than Lindsay Lohan. Like, Miley Cyrus can sing. She's had hits like Wrecking Ball and all that. But then she went down that really weird path where she was just out there. And I feel like if she wanted to rebrand or to try again for the top, Masked Singer might be her vibe. And I feel like she can make it. If JoJo's out here singing it, I feel like Molly can hit the same notes.
Okay. Coming up next was The Chameleon. You made it very public last week that you believe it's Wiz Khalifa, and I would say you're probably correct. The clues involved painting. There was cheese involved, maybe a Packers-related clue. There was fashion involved. It looked like a tailor's workshop. I was throwing you the ball to hit.
Taylor gang.
Taken. There was someone taken from him, like a woman in his life. It made it sound like someone that was different or perceived different by others, and it made him realize, like, you have to just fly your true colors. And I believe Wiz Khalifa had a sister that passed away who was, I think she was gay. I don't know. I wasn't 100%.
She was gay.
And he wants everyone to be proud, showing their true colors. He's saying 21 questions.
He rapped 21 questions. Like Wiz Khalifa. Which makes me wonder, like, should Wiz Khalifa just, like, do cover raps right now? Like, he's not...
It wasn't bad.
He's not producing his own stuff right now. Like, chill back, and I feel like we need a Wiz Khalifa auto-tune cover-up.
Yeah, I would.
I'd listen.
His childhood crush, though,
Wiz Mix.
Selma Hayek.
Everybody's.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
Didn't narrow it down. Yeah. But there was Lego pieces. From what I could see, it looked like Lego pieces. I don't know. There was a lot of circles, but there was a few that looked Lego-esque.
Hold on one second.
And I didn't see how those pieces fit together, if you know what I mean. His sister was trans. We got a fact check.
She died at 32. But the Lego pieces is what I was Googling. I'm pretty sure his son loves Legos.
Okay, that fits.
Like, loves Legos.
That fits.
He has a whole, like, little play set and shit for his son. Lets his son jump up on a trampoline with models. Seabass is living the life. And I think he really loves Legos.
Okay.
So I think that's why that was on there.
The judges named some names. Dwayne Wade, 2 Chainz.
Devonne and A.J. I guess I get it with his son. A daughter, my bad.
Yeah.
Daughter. But, no. Dwayne Wade can't sing. We've heard him try.
You're sticking with Wiz Khalifa.
It's Wiz Khalifa. It's 100% Wiz. I'm just waiting for him to laugh.
For the sake of competition.
It's Wiz Khalifa, man.
I'm going to stick with Dead Mouse.
You stick with Dead Mouse?
I think...
For the sake of competition.
For the sake of competition, I think right now the favorite is Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
However, maybe it's not that simple.
No. Maybe it's a curveball.
And right now, I'm going to say Dead Mouse. I think... Let's try it out.
I'm going to go with Wiz, man. Oh... We gotta add our wild card. Oh, you did?
Yep.
Let's add a new thing, too. This is gonna be a new category.
I was not informed about this, so we're kind of we're going rogue right here. Right here.
Do you think there's gonna be another one?
Yeah, I think there's more. hot?
Performance of the night.
Oh, okay. Performance of the night. I like this.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing this.
My favorite performance.
Well, let's do the crab.
Okay. The crab. He dreamed of being a star. It came true in a flash. Everyone wanted to be like him, and it made him feel like a king. There was a calculator with a 2 + 3. With every blessing he received, there was a tragedy. He struggled with darkness that surrounded him and his family. There was a broken mirror and taping of the claws, kind of like a boxer. But lobsters and crabs also get their things taped. He sang "Ain't No Sunshine." And then I didn't write down who his childhood crush was because I was too busy writing grew up together on Good Times. It was Janet Jackson, yeah. And he said they grew up together on Good Times.
JJ. Dynamite.
The judges, they threw out some names like Lenny Kravitz, Bobby Brown, and Johnny Gill. I think I know who it is.
Who do you think it is?
I think it is Bobby Brown. I do.
Makes sense.
For someone like, I think since the big theme was tragedy and heartbreak, that not just him but his family and
everybody.
Yeah. So I think,
and that makes more sense because I feel like Bobby Brown was more of the. It's supposed to be blue.
Whoops.
Bobby Brown was more of like the star of that group. Well, more people want to be him than Johnny Gill.
Oh, there was also a Mona Lisa painting, and there was 2 images of the butterfly and the bee from previous seasons, who were Michelle Williams and Gladys Knight. Didn't give any context of why they were connected or how he knows them, but they were there. So there's some sort of connection. I was looking any kind of possible connection. I didn't see any real quick when I did a quick Google search. And I'm writing this like very awkwardly, so that's why it looks bad.
Gladys Knight was with the Pips.
You know, I was like, I wasn't sure if I took up kind of the whole board, but I wasn't sure if like maybe there was like some kind of feature, like got featured on a track with them, or they got featured on one of his tracks.
I'm trying to think.
They performed together.
It's the Pips, right?
Yeah.
And then she did a couple songs with the Temptations.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like. I don't know.
I couldn't find a direct connection.
Yeah.
And when I looked up like Gladys or. No, I looked up Michelle Williams, if she was featured on like any kind of someone's music, or there was like the only name that came up was like they performed her and like Kanye together in the past, like not, I don't think even like together like they were on the same lineup once.
Should have typed in Michelle Williams.
And I think maybe they performed on SNL together. But once again, I did a real fast Google search, and I wasn't really digging too deep because we watched the episode and we come here and record
real quick.
Yeah, I did think Kanye at first when he did say the lines like, "I always dreamed of being a star. It came true. Everyone wanted to be like me. I felt like a king." That sounded very Kanye. The rest of the clues didn't really match, and it didn't sound like him in the performance. But that was something that I was like, That's a Kanye line if I ever heard it. Like, everyone want to be like me. You know, I always want to be big. I'm too big for this small pond. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What?
I mean, they're showing me a Diana Ross. So maybe there's something going with that, which makes sense. But I'm just going to do a Ken guess. 23, everybody wanted to be like him. The Michael Jordan.
Wow.
The Michael Jordan. Just put MJ23, baby.
Mike from Kid Nation.
Everybody wants to be like Mike. I'm just gonna go with that because
I'm really impressed, like how I was able to write like that, and I mean, it still came out bad, but it was
legible.
I had to go like, okay, that is a Ken guess.
Yeah, because I don't think Mike can sing, and I don't think he.
Would you set? Oh, the calculator did say 2 + 3.
And I'm thinking it's not 5; it's 2 + 3 = 23.
I mean,
and his father died, and that's why he went to the majors. Everybody speculates because his dad wanted him to play baseball. He got into debt with gambling, but from all that, he still rose up, and he's still.
I mean, would you say like that for every blessing he was given, there was a tragedy? Because that's a pretty bold statement. Like that, the way tragedy was such a big factor in like heartbreak and loss.
Well, I mean, he became the Michael Jordan, like the GOAT.
Yeah.
After his dad died. Like his dad never really got to see him ball out in the NBA. I think his dad died.
But I mean, the way
you take that tragedy, boom.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Wait, he did that song because it was like halfway through. I'm tripping.
Like the way I took or interpreted the clue, right, was it was more than just like, oh, I lost a loved one. You know,
like multiple.
It seemed like there was a lot, or not even. It didn't even necessarily say they lost people, but like a ton of tragedies that plagued not just him but his family. Like that makes it just seem like you're unlucky. You're like a Kennedy. Every one of them like dies in a horrible.
Could it be a Kennedy?
It could. Michael Jordan's not a terrible guess.
Yeah. That's my king guess. Until next week. I mean, 2 weeks from now, because I guess it's gonna go Group A again. 2 weeks from now, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I get a new clue.
And then, as we said, Logan Paul was unmasked. And that was really the clue. The clue to do. The fact that we're supposed to guess who this rooster is,
No.
That, like they said from the beginning, can you guess my identity? And he hasn't given any clues about himself. It's Nick Cannon. If it wasn't Nick Cannon, they would be dropping hints. How are we supposed to guess someone when we only see them for 5 seconds? We don't have any indication. It's going to be like a little tongue-in-cheek thing, like I was saying. Like, he's going to be like, oh, I was here the whole time. And since he couldn't be on the show, I think this was a way to kind of incorporate him. And since he has COVID, it was a way to do something distant. Or
in the locker room.
For the most part, it doesn't even factor into the show. So it could have been an idea after they filmed it. Like, oh, how about we just have like another character give out some random clues? The judges don't know the clues. The judges never acknowledge him. He doesn't interrupt the show like he's making it.
That's another thing that's weird too. Like,
it's so distant.
The judges don't even talk about the clue.
Yeah. He said like these are going to be super clues that only you know. And like I could, in the way he's like acting, is like, oh, I'm disrupting the game. I could see like if they incorporated that, like all of a sudden, like the lights go out, he's on the screen, like here's the wild card. No, the fact that they didn't do that, I think they had the wild card idea, and they were like, oh, he could be the one sending him in. Like it's so separate that it feels out of place and not connected to the show. And Nick Cannon is in a position where he can't be in the show. And we said from the beginning, I really believed he would be involved some way. Before I knew he had COVID, I thought he would be singing, but I don't think they would lie about COVID.
No.
And be like, oh, he's got COVID, wink, wink. Like, that's it's too soon and serious to kind of use as an excuse. But yeah, it's definitely him. And he gave a clue. It was about Logan Paul. It was unrelated to the future. Picking fights, boxing, another. But it's Nick Cannon. We're on to him.
We're on to you, bitch.
We're on to you, bitch. And I think that's it.
Performance of the night.
Oh, performance of the night. Our new performance of the night. I'm gonna say, looking back at it, I'm gonna go with the Piglet. I enjoyed the Piglet.
Piglet did sing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Crab.
Crab.
That dynamic with like the smoke and like,
Yeah.
that one little spotlight. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I was like, oh shit, Mike. Oh shit, Michael.
Who knew?
Michael got pipes.
Who knew this man could sing?
What can't the goat do? It would have been too on the nose if he came out as a goat.
When Tom Brady is inevitably on this show, he will be a goat, and I will die on this hill. Like Tom Brady 100% is going to be on the show, and he's 100% going to be a goat. When they have the "Here comes the goat," it's him.
It's him.
With that, I don't even need to hear anything else. It's
or
him.
LeBron. Whoever retires first.
Yeah, you're right. It's a race between the two. If it's a tall goat, it's LeBron. If it's a tall goat but slightly shorter, it's Tom Brady.
How tall is Tom? Tom's pretty
Probably
tall.
6 foot.
I feel like Tom's pretty tall. I feel like Tom's like probably like 6'3".
If you know how tall Tom Brady is,
Comments down below.
comment.
I feel like he's like 6'3".
Yeah, but LeBron's taller.
6'7".
Yeah.
6'8".
That's why I said a slightly shorter goat. Yeah, so with my performance of the night, I also feel like I'm the type, you sing some kind of heartfelt ballad. Like kind of the Black Swan, but mostly the Black Swan's only sung twice.
Yeah.
I think one was a more fun song. I'm like, that you sang really good.
Yeah.
But I won't ever probably give a performance like that the performance of the night. I like the let's get loud.
Let's get going.
Yeah, let's get this party going. Like the more fun songs.
All right. You're into the vibe.
Yeah.
All right. I get it.
I would, if I was there, I would be one of those people that they cut to like
doing the. No wait, it's the Piglet. So what would they do for that? Probably like some.
They're probably thinking, God, they don't have a real audience right now. That they don't have to come.
Yeah, like ears.
No, that's too dog. They probably would have done. I said off camera multiple times. My favorite thing
is that they have somebody, a choreographer.
Yes.
Just plan for it.
And I found out like they have someone come out on stage and they will say like, hey, okay, the Piglet's gonna be coming out. We want to see you. If you support the Piglet, do this. And they have them all do it, and then they film those reactions like separately. Yeah, so it's never like an off. When you see them like all doing like the, oh, I'm the sunflower. Like it's never an authentic gesture. It's always
they've already done it.
Yeah, and I think that makes it better because it's so awkward when you see the people doing it and knowing that they're not just candidly. There's no music. Yeah, they're not candidly just going like, oh, I'm here for the dog. Yeah. Like, no, they've
been told to, and now they're like,
And they kind of like, I think they say like, if you want to be on TV, let's see you support the crab. And that is one of my least favorite things.
What would they have done for RoboPine?
I don't know. That's why I said I think they're happy, and I don't know if they would reuse it. It's still recording, but we're out.
Yeah. Peace.